Hello there. Welcome back to the Split Second Iceberg. We're going to be getting into the nitty gritty of Tier 3. So sit back and enjoy the show. When choosing a car from the vehicle menu, it will use two sounds, one for the supercars and one for the muscle cars. But what about the trucks in the game? Well, it seems like it has gone unused. Here's what it would sound like if it was implemented into the game today. This refers to the power meter where originally 2 full bars on the power meter were to be used for level 2 power plays instead of having a standard filled bar of 3 to trigger them. If this was the case, then during early development, then I could only assume that level 3 power plays were strictly for route changers. Best Boy refers to a title in the beta credits given to one of the developers of Black Rock Studios, Tony Beckwith, who was the company's studio head. Mother and Child is a song that plays during the beta's credits, but due to copyright reasons, I can't play the song here. It was a means of a placeholder until the team created the elite soundtracks that you hear today. White Knuckles is a song by X-Ray Dogs, and their song was used in the initial trailer for the game as soon as the race starts, and it plays throughout the video. In addition to the cancelled sequel gameplay, there is a mobile prototype being showcased on video using assets from Split Second. It is a rather short video, and I will link it in the description for you guys to see. I don't even think my words can explain what this next video is, so I'll just let the video explain itself. This is an interesting one. The game was advertised on a NASCAR vehicle alongside GameStop. It was driven by Joey Logano back in 2010. Logano didn't seem to mind being the face for racing and for gaming back when he was driving his car, since he used to play racing games during his career. The car's current whereabouts, however, are unknown. It could have been reschemed or wrecked during its usage. He says, and I quote, "It's pretty neat to finally race with a racing game on a nationwide car." Fun fact, Logano has also played the game for himself and he enjoyed it. Now this one is a hefty one. The known beta version that the public has access to is a keyway build from back in January of 2010. In this build, you will find old liveries for the cars and trucks, different body designs on the cars themselves, different physics, and some elements of the game that never made it to the retail version. Me personally, I like the tire smoke that creates a ring around the wheels when you drift and how the cars sound when at lower gears. I should also mention that Enders and Rickson has found out that the beta version's multiplayer still works, even after all of these years. A link to that video will be in the description. While on the topic of the beta version, I'd like to introduce you to a cut game mode that was included in the beta called Demolition. Now, Demolition is a unique game mode that allows the player to go head to head with a black Ryback Thunder. The opponent has a different handling file compared to the actual one in game, although you would have to activate the cheats to unlock all of the cars within the QA menu. Power plays are disabled, and the game of tug of war is the main objective. Stay ahead of the truck and you might win, stay behind and you might lose. With each lap, the amount of time it takes for your bar to fill will be decreased as the bar shrinks with each lap, which is a total of 3. Upon completion, the game will crash. I've had someone tell me what Thungle is, and with a little bit of research, I found out that Thungle allows PC players to interact with other players in LAN lobbies. I assume this was used to play multiplayer for Split Second. Unused music refers to 3 songs in particular: Man on a Mission, Slipstream, and No Place to Go, with No Place to Go having 2 unused intros for the intensities, while the other 2 has rock versions of the original songs that go unused in the final version. If you guys would like to listen to this, I have all 3 of the songs on my Split Second soundtrack playlist. Going along with the beta topic, season mode used to have double the amount of episodes, having 24 in total before it was condensed in half for the retail version. In this version of season mode, it includes 4 events from episode 1 to 14 and 5 events from episode 15 to 24, while the retail version has 6 events throughout all 12 episodes. Demolition is also included in the season mode as well, but with a crash in the game, you cannot progress. You would need to use the QA menu to force yourself to win these events. Area up effect is a term to describe the shock waves that pushes your car or shake your screen during and after a power play. In the beta, the screen will brighten up, then darken itself before returning to normal, and in the retail version, the screen will shake and go to vignette before returning back to normal. It could make or break your race, depending on what cars you use, what you're being hit with. Instead of the few camera angles that are shown to us when we unlock a car, we will get a longer cutscene of the car in action, driving down a path for a few seconds before the car disappears into the mist and debris, and the name of the car is shown afterwards. This was a placeholder for the now condensed cutscene we have today. In addition to the cars we already have in game, players can also drive the store brand versions of certain cars if said person were to pre-order or purchase the game at any of the following retail stores, including Future Shop, Best Buy, Walmart, GameStop, and more. These cars are unique due to the new liveries they sport. One thing these cars have in common is that they all reside in Class C and can only be used in quick play only. Another fun fact is, there are certain cheat codes for these promotional cars only on the PC version of Split Second. I will leave a link below to a video showcasing all of the promo cars. Surprisingly, there are collectibles that you could buy back when the game was at its prime. So much so that there is a die-cast car of the Ryback Brawler and a collectible pouch with the game's title on the face of it. These can now be found on eBay. Well, this one's pretty simple. Nemesis was the old name for the game mode Survival, and that's pretty much it. Ghost Brawler is a gray brawler but with no wing and the text on the side work in progress. This can be driven in the game if a trainer is used, but this only shows up if one person is using the DLC car while the other person does not have said DLC installed. The person without the DLC installed will see this version of the brawler. To get a time score of 0 in Air Revenge, one must start drifting in a donut before the start line and take out the helicopter. In doing so, you will win the game if you take down the helicopter, and your score will technically be frozen since the time didn't start as you did not cross the line. Originally, every track in the game was supposed to have 3 laps. This is the case with the beta, but due to certain tracks being too long like Airplane Graveyard, Expressway, and Storm Drain, it was changed to 2 laps in the retail version. In the episode Out With A Bang, Downtown Central has 3 laps. There are some cars that feature wings on the rear, but there are a certain amount of cars that actually have the spoiler active. Cars such as the S510, Goliath, 455 GT, Bayonet R, Severus, Cascade, and the Javelin, along with many others. It is a nice little attention to detail. Icons such as the root changer's icon animation and the missile icons were different in the beta before being simplified in the retail version. All other icons in the beta are the same as what you see today. The beta and retail handling are slightly different. The retail handling has you flicking the left analog stick more when you steer to avoid slowing down or spinning out in turns. But initiating a drift is more easy, whereas the beta handling is more cornering based. You won't lose speed at all when cornering, and the body roll is more evident. Drifting takes a bit more effort to start though. Speed is higher when using the beta handling, and to me it is more fun. I'd give it a try if I were you. This challenge is in its Iceberg because I've been told by a few people in the Discord server that the Cyclone RS challenge for episode 6 is difficult. I can vouch for this because when I first played the game back in 2010, the Cyclone was, and still is, prone to oversteer, and it would ruin the run. And to make it more difficult, an achievement is attached to this called Beat the Team 2, The Revenge. There is a way to change the weather in game. One of the ways to do this is to pick Expressway in Quick Play, complete the entire race, and then go to Power Plant afterwards. If done right, the weather from Expressway will move over to Power Plant. Give it a try. It works on all platforms. The Japanese version of this game was only available for PlayStation 3 and nowhere else, not even on Xbox consoles or PC. You may see people like Rusty and others play that version of the game on YouTube. Now that Tier 3 is out of the way, if you guys enjoyed today's video, leave a like and comment on what your favorite topic that I covered in today's Iceberg was so far. And if you want to see more content just like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel as it helps me create more videos like this. I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in part 4.